I have a message for the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee. Delete your account on Twitter. Seriously, leadership in the House needs to be providing some adult supervision over the social media accounts over at the DCCC, which is the Democratic Campaign Committee responsible for electing Democrats to the U.S. House of Representatives. They recently tweeted out a bumper sticker that you can get to support Democrats that says, and I you not, this is real, quote, Democrats 2018. I mean, have you seen the other guys? Yes, we have. We know they're horrible. But your sticker is bad, and you should feel bad. It's gotten so bad for Democrats in D.C. that they're literally trolling themselves with the fact that they have no message. You see, people still keep picking horrible Republicans at the ballot box because the Democrats don't present themselves as a viable opposition that has a positive platform of their own. But wait, there's more. This was actually part of a contest where they were letting people vote on social media for which stickers to print as part of a fundraiser. Other stickers included the following, quote, resist and persist. And she persisted, we resisted. And finally, make Congress blue again. And I gotta give them some love for embracing the whole resistance thing, even if they are cashing in on it. But that's a good sign that the Dems in D.C. are waking up to the fact that they need to embrace their base and speak our language. Because after all, the base is the best messenger of the message. But they weren't the only one on Twitter throwing their base some red meat, as the Republican Congressional Campaign Committee, who they're opposed to, replied with a photoshopped response to the contest with this social media gem. Quote, Democrats 2018, we win moral victories, not elections. Oh, burn. It burns so bad. I mean, I hate these guys, the NRCC, but that's some brutal social media truth-telling trolling right there. And that call-out needs to echo up all the way through the halls of power in D.C. so that Democratic leaders know that we're good and goddamn tired of losing all these f***ing elections. And you know why we keep losing? Because given the choice between a real Republican and a Democrat pretending to be a Republican, voters are going to choose the real Republican every single goddamn time. Have all the recent special election losses not gotten this point through your heads? Have you not learned this lesson yet, Dems? After loss, up and down the ballot, you still have not presented a positive vision for what you stand for, and one that people would embrace. Here, let me help you. This is what the right-wing message masters have been doing for decades now. The best messages do three things. They engage the base, because the base is the best messenger of the message. They are brand advocates to their friends and their families and on social media. 2, they persuade Americans in the middle to accept our orientation of the facts, not the opposition's orientation of the facts. And 3, they provoke the opposition to reveal their true colors. Engage the base, persuade the middle, reveal the opposition. This is what the best messages do. And Republicans have been doing this for a generation now, while the Democrats have been playing triangulation poker with their rich donors. But the people are not buying it. How could that not be so amazingly and painfully obvious after the last Democratic primary for the president, or after the last general election for the presidency, for that matter? You must give us something to vote for, Democrats. Not just tell us to vote against the other guys because they're real bad, okay? Tell us what you stand for, what the world looks like when we win, and how you're going to win elections by engaging the base and persuading the middle. Here, I'll help again. Here's what that could sound like. America deserves an economy that serves their purposes and pays them enough to put food on the table, provide for their families, and have a little left over to enjoy life too. Here's another message that could maybe help you win. At its best, our government can be a force for good in the lives of the American people, from creating the internet to great leaps in medical science. Our country has led the way around the world with the U.S. government supporting innovation, entrepreneurship, and the American dream for every citizen in this country, as it should be. And it's not about big government versus small government. It's about a smart government that supports the lives of the American people. Here's another message that maybe would get you some votes. We need a plan to restore free and fair elections where any citizen can run for office for free, even if they don't have a bunch of lobbyists and billionaires backing them. And we have to protect our public elections not only from private donors, but also from foreign governments seeking undue influence on our elected officials. Does that sound like something that every American would support? Would a robust call for democracy, public service, and an economy that works for all be something that resonates with our base? Yes. Would it call our opposition to defend their most egregious stances, such as allowing foreign officials to interfere in our elections, attempting to dismantle the federal government, and running the economy as a craps game for the wealthy and powerful, like it's a casino with no consequences? Yes, yes, it would. And would it win you more elections, not just moral victories? And guess what? It has the added value of being true, as we'd say in the advertising world where I used to work. And finally, a word to the wise for the power brokers in democratic politics, trying to grasp in the darkness for a way forward. If you talked like your voters do, rather than like your donors do, you'd start winning elections again. You're probably going to have to let some of them go if you want us to help you win again. I'm Ryan Clayton. This is Content News. Come back daily for the news where we're free to share the truth.